Hello. Some of you might have noticed me put a video up a few days ago saying I was thinking about pulling the plug kind of on my private subscriber website kind of thing, just simply because I was doing it. I couldn't get many sign-ups. I got 3 people to sign up under, like, help supporting me per month, so I could keep doing the news and poetry and my poetry and keep it progressing and evolving and opening more doors and things like this. But I'm gonna keep at it. Um, it might be worth mentioning I have had a bereavement lately that's hit me a little bit, so I kind of did lose the plot a little bit. But I think a lot of feelings have surfaced, and it's something I really want to talk about. And it's more reason why I'm kind of really either if you don't want to sign up to my private subscriber website, which is, people pay a couple of quid a month just to help me do, because I managed to get 3 out of thousands of emails and things like this, which still is great. It's better than nothing, and it's a start. But I'm just urging you, if you don't want to do that, just sign up to my mailing list. Help me keep this going, because I do believe there is a phenomena. I do believe that I do believe that we're in a funny state in the world where I think meaningful voices, or at least messages, I'm not saying my voice is any more meaningful than anyone else's, but sometimes there's things I really want people to acknowledge and listen to, and they're actually healthy for the world, whether they're ideas or warnings. And I just think most of us don't get listened to. The world is in a funny state, and it's funny because you can have all these feelings of confusion about the world, and yet be told that it's a mental illness. I think a lot of people are probably being diagnosed with not bipolar, what is it, borderline personality disorder, when actually there is a real phenomena of people who know what's going on in the world because they've lived it, they feel it, the red flags they don't even have to look out for, because to people who have been through it, they just see it. I grew up on the streets, as you all know, anybody who knows about my book and what I do. And the one thing that has hit me again lately, and does just hit me from time to time, is knowing that no matter how loud we shout to the world about something, no one's going to listen. And it's not a mental health thing. It's real, and it's been proven time and time again. I think I kind of got triggered off a documentary I watched about police corruption in Australia on 60 Minutes the other day. And it just reminded me of how loud some of us, from the bottom of the barrel, so to speak, shout about some things. We say, "Hey world, be careful about this. This is..." And I know it's not conspiracy theories. I know we're right. It's kind of the same with my gambling campaign. So I think a lot of you actually don't actually know this, but if you know that I released a little book called "How Not to Fit Up a Squatter," which I'm going to take down because there's certain angles and certain things in my life that I don't want associated with my career. Just certain lifestyle choices from me 20s. And I think putting certain things out there isn't a wise choice. Nothing too bad. Some things most of us have done, But anyway, yeah. Why did I mention that now? I've gone way off track. So I released that, but why did I? I'm completely gone off track. Anyway, I can't remember. But my message My message here is just, we are in a state of, some of us are just underdogs and always will be, and I'm cool with that, even though I lost the plot over the last few days. You know, I've been doing this 4 years now, and I sit and I watch people setting up new Facebook pages that are absolute nonsense, cults, people getting brainwashed, people being led into false revolts and all sorts. And some of these people have got a lot of following, and then I see other people kind of doing what I do, and I don't get jealous because I'm really glad people do it. It's just, I've kind of always done what I've done as a person. I think anybody from my kind of lifestyle, who's not lifestyle but background, who's for whatever reasons had to keep moving around and around, don't get listened to, and it's just not about my work. Like I was complaining the other day, going, "Oh, it's so people, it's so hard to do." When actually, "Oh, I never get more than 1 or 2 likes, or if any, and all this." When actually, the news and poetry was actually starting to pick up. Because of my bereavement, I've not kind of got on it lately. I've just needed to step back and chill out. But also in other aspects of life, there's a lot of stories out there, folks. And believe you me, you haven't heard it all from me. The stories that I might tell, I might not. They might not be wise to tell. Am I a problem to some people? Yes. But what I did learn through that journey is that you can shout out to so many people about something, and there'll always be 1 or 2 somewhere that say, "Oh yeah, I know about that. I know about that," but no one listens to them. And as I'm sure some of you can be aware, some of these can be really, really serious things. And this is what this documentary triggered me off the other day, is that it's a phenomena. You're not mad. If you're someone like me and you're saying, "Oh, I grew up in care, or I lived on the streets," whether you was a kid like me or if you was an adult life, like the prostitutes have as well. They've got so many stories, but no one will believe them. Believe you me and many others could tell so many people about the most vilest people in society, but do you know what? Nobody wants to hear it. And that's the state of affairs that we're in, is that nobody wants to believe what people like me say or take the time to listen. Not nobody, 1 or 2. And this internet's a great thing because it's mad. You can reach out and you can find people that are like yourself and think like yourself. So I guess these are just some of the feelings that have come out of me, I guess. I just wanted to make this. I'm working on a piece about it now. I'm doing a poem about it now. But some of you might hear me say in some of me writings or my tweets or my poems about things coming out 30 years later. And what I mean by that is that, is that it's not necessarily because people stand by and do nothing. There are people who try and do what's right, man. Try and do what's right, and when it's really meaningful. And you know what? It's usually the people that in their own way might feel like they've got nothing to lose even though they have. But also, I think it's people that have just had enough of seeing the world the way it is. They see it. They've seen and they see how hoodwinked people can be. And they see that for some reason the world's inside out and that all our priorities are screwed up, and we've all been there. God, we've all got some little we've all been messed up by society in some way or not, whether it's we're bloody addicted to this daft little game on my phone or what. But just wanted to share some feelings. I feel like I've come to realise that how much doesn't matter what I know. I'm always going to be I'm always going to be the unheard, the misunderstood, the massive underdog, the someone that's partly invisible, and I'm cool with that. Does it hurt when you try and give the world warnings about things? Whether it's, and it feels like nobody really wants to take the time or do anything to stand with you, and yeah, it does. Sometimes you feel like your heart's too big. You feel like you might be a bit weird, or then you start start questioning yourself, and you can't. Of course, you can't change the world, carry the world on your shoulders, but we can all do our little part. We can all do something to either plant a seed or change it, especially if it's hit you. Don't just go. This is the problem with today's world, I think, is that the only revolutions happening are people jumping on someone else's bandwagon. Do something that really affects you. Doesn't matter if no one else is doing it. And it is going to be hard to be heard. But I've gone through this transition in the last couple of days and realising, okay, yet again, which is the whole way I wrote my book, published my book, promoted my book, was I had this feeling that, okay, yeah, I am the underdog, accept it, accept that no one's going to listen, accept it's going to be so hard, and you're going to have to shout and shout and shout and beam out just to get anybody to listen, yeah? But I think I'm learning yet again that you've got to carry your pride with that. That you've got to understand that it might not be as easy for some of us as for a lot of people. And that we are different, and that people, the whole thing about marketing, yeah, is that people want familiarity. And if your life, your experiences aren't always up to, the people who are going to follow you and so right, and this is what I'm so blessed about the journey, is the people that have been through it a lot of the time. Not everyone. You're going to get some souls, good souls from other parts and walks of life come along the way. But yeah, and maybe we go through this together then. All of us that feel misunderstood, feel kind of rejected by society, kind of trying to do our best to change the world and make it a brighter place. And it's and it's important because there are people also and we know this, there are people from our walks of life very damaged. And when they get them feelings and they've got no sense of belonging, man, some people go in totally mad directions. Luckily, I know I'll never be there, or unless if I do, then I'm more likely to cause damage to myself than anyone else. But, this is so, so important. And blessed that we've got this community on Twitter, care experience people, yeah, but I think it's good. But we need there are a lot of us still, and some of you have heard me say this, there are a lot of us still that are outside of the internet, outside of being aware of foundations or charities that are helping, bring people back into a normal sense of reality where they experience the things that we all take for granted. So, I'm going on a bit of a rant here, a 15-minute rant, but I'm alright with that. I hope you are if anyone's watching. But I better crack on with my poem anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to say that because it's accepting again that you're the underdog, and then it is going to be so hard to get people to support what you do. And some people might look at my website and go, well, actually, this geezer's done quite well for himself. He's done this and he's done that, and but you would not believe, and I say this, I know that people think I tinkle around for 5 minutes when I do it. To get any of this done, it is You know, it is taken absolute blood, sweat, and tears. And I think that I just got a bit frustrated that the moment, because I know if I don't keep sending out loads of stuff and trying to invite people to this and messaging and email blasts to thousands of people, then I won't get that one or two, three, four, five people message me back about anything. This is how I've got my safeguarding gigs. This is how I've got anything my networking with missing people and all this. So yeah, it's I think my main problem is I don't want to feel desperate. I don't want to do all this and keep shouting out to the world, hey, someone listen to me, man. Someone read this, man. I think that's what's gutted me after 4 years, that I'm still kind of begging people to read my material or check out or share or big thanks to the one or two people that do at the moment. But this is cool. I'm not talking about sports or that's what or games or I am doing current events at the moment. But I've always talked about current events, and I've always found that talking about things with a caring heart isn't always what people it doesn't matter, like trying to put a light or something nice on something, or an idea or a way forward or a feeling. But this is art, and I know there's a lot more people out there yet to discover it, whether that's tens, 100, a couple of thousand. This is what I want. I would like to reach out to all those people and keep this momentum going, and I don't want to stop doing my stuff really. The truth is that I think I try too much, so it's we'll see. It would have been nice to get a few more sign-ups and go, oh yes, wicked, right? We can pay some of the rent here now, and we can actually plough into this full on and do it like start getting one or two other people involved, pick it up a little bit, just help me with the admin, because even after sending an email blast and things like that, you've got loads of email things coming back, bouncing back, and just wanted to share a little bit of the mind of me, I guess. So I won't waffle on for too long, but thanks for watching. It's been a mad week, whether that's my bereavement or Afghanistan, Kabul. So that's all intense at the minute, and I've been glued to the telly with all that. So big prayer, big wishing as many, just wishing everybody to be safe. And it's mad because I said this and then 10 minutes later the thing went off. So but just wishing everybody safe, all the people in Afghanistan, all the forces at the airport, all everyone, hoping as many get over as possible safely, and that no wrong ones get over. So alright, see you in a bit. All the best. Big love.